Excellent. Fantastic. Hello, everybody. I'm Patrick from Maket Technologies, co-founder, COO, and president. And I'm from Maket, and we're making home building simplified. So if ever you know somebody who's built a new home, or yourself, you're building a new home, you know that the process of building and buying a new home is long and complicated, often taking 6 months before even starting to build, finding an architect, finding a design plan that works, finding the builder that's going to build, and then also which land that you're going to settle on, creating a frustrating experience. It's also expensive, $50,000 in overhead fees for builders and buyers, which translates to a higher cost for buyers. And it's very expensive now to build a new home because of that. And it's done offline. It's a poor customer experience. You have to go into a sales office, you have to go into a design center before even getting the ball rolling on your build project. And it creates a very friction-filled process. Our solution, Maket. Maket is an AI-powered white label platform that simplifies the entire pre-building process for new home buyers and builders. Our solution simply is online. It eliminates frictions for buyers because they can come directly onto the builder's website and use our platform. It's short and simple. It takes 10 minutes or less in a selection process to ask them short questions about their needs, their budget, and then when they're ready to build. And it's also cost-effective, reducing the operational expenses for builders. Let's take Alex, for example, who'd want to build a new home. She would come directly onto the builder's website, click Start Building, and she'd be launched into her environment. She would first describe her needs through a series of 10 to 15 questions described by the builder on the style that she wants, the area that she needs, bathrooms that she wants, bedrooms that she needs. You get the idea. And after that, she would pre-qualify for a mortgage directly on the platform, connecting either with mortgage providers that are supplied by the builder or Maket mortgage providers, and she'd be able to see how much she'd be able to buy for. Then she would select her land directly on platform. She'd get to see the land inventory that's available by the builder and where she would like to settle. After that, she would pick a home style and get to select from an AI-generated floor plan that really suits her needs and her budget. And then she connects with the builder when it's the right time to connect with the builder. So the builder receives the qualified lead and also receives a reservation fee that's been put down by the buyer who's ready to build. Why now? E-commerce growth. 63% of homes were bought online in 2020. There's also millennials that are entering the market. 41% bought a new home sight unseen. However, they're met with a legacy industry. There's a lack of technological resources to provide a good customer experience towards millennials who are entering the market right now. The ROI for builders without Maket, we're looking at about a profit margin of about $35,000 per home sold. And with Maket, we want to bump that up to $90,000 by reducing sales and marketing design staff, reducing or eliminating marketing spend, and reducing architectural fees, and thus reducing operational expenses and increasing profit on each home built. The pricing is simple. Maket Basic is $450 per month, and that includes what you just saw. And there's also a 5% transaction fee on the reservation. And then there's also Maket Premium, which is $750 per month. That's a 2% transaction fee. And there's more advanced features like access to a library of 2,000 floor plans that are provided by one of our partners. And then we also have detailed performance analytics and even real-time 3D visualization of what their process is going to look like. We're capturing a booming building market. This is just in North America, but it has worldwide expansion opportunities where the TAM is 3.1 billion. So that's 350,000 home builders times our annual recurring revenue. And then our serviceable addressable market is at 50,000 residential home developers in Canada and the United States that are part of the National Home Building Association. Our traction to date, we signed a pilot project with Bedebta for $50,000. They're one of the largest home builders on the North Shore of Montreal. We've also signed Kingsway Homes and Construction Mario Dion to our platform right now. We anticipate having $74,000 of monthly recurring revenue in 1 year from now. The Milestones for 2021 is launching Maket Builder fully in a commercialization space. The sales having $21,000 of annual recurring revenue, which represents 15 clients, and closing our pre-seed round in the end of 2021. And then fast forward to 2023, having Maket Marketplace, which includes mortgage specialists, architects, builders, cities, really having the whole process of building a new home integrated on one platform, also representing about 2,000 clients that are on the platform. Our vision, providing mortgages to home buyers, automating the permit approval process, generating floor plans automatically with machine learning, facilitating the purchase of new homes 100% online. And our real vision is making home building as easy as purchasing any retail item online. Think a laptop, some headphones, or a computer mouse, as easy as that. Our competition, there's Build Atmos. They're more what we call a tech-enabled builder. So they charge a 5% service fee, and they're only available in North Carolina, which makes it very costly for the end consumer. And there's also Welcome Homes, and they have limited home models that are available, upwards of $600,000 per home model, and they're only available in the tri-state area in the United States. Obviously, you think of Zillow, they're more of a directory of new and used homes, not really focusing on the entire new home sale online. And openhouse.ai, they're an online portfolio of homes, but they're primarily costly for builders, often costing $1,000 per community. And there's us. We're builder focused and free for the end consumer. And our differentiator is we're AI enabled, being able to form those data partnerships that we've formed. And then we also have industry expertise as well. Our team, there's myself, co-founder, president, and COO. My background is in client acquisition and agency. However, I did work for Thoroughbridge Developments as their head of commercialization. Stefan Tolbid, who has 7 years experience in the building industry, serving over 50 clients, doing 3D renderings in that space. And then there's Dalian Parker, our co-founder and CTO, who's a graduate from McGill University, specializing in AI and machine learning. Adding to that, there's Priscilla Momo, who's our AI software engineer, who's also from McGill University. Justin Gibbs, who's also a full stack developer, also from McGill University. And Aiden Azari, our 3D artist in Marc-Lebeuf as well. There's Kimberly Mackey as our advisor from National Home Building Association. She was the 2020 vice chair of sales and marketing, the Marketing Council. So she's been working in the building industry for about 30 years, guiding the product development and also the commercialization strategy. Martin Weiss, who's a doctoral student at Mila, the Artificial Intelligence Institute. Nicholas Lish from KPMG, who's vice president of corporate financing. Xavi Flores, who's partner at 7 Train Ventures and are also investing into our pre-seed round of financing, and obviously Ken Dobell, who's also helping us with the commercialization, and Next AI, which we're part of right now, which is an AI accelerator that's based in Montreal, Quebec, and the government of Quebec, who is subsidized our company. We're currently raising $300,000 on an equity round with a $3 million pre-money valuation. We have $175,000 committed to this round with $40,000 banked. Here's a breakdown of what we'll be spending that $300,000 on operations, marketing, and administrative fees. And then the key milestones that we're trying to hit with this round of financing is integrating AI functionality into our existing platform, hiring software engineers, sales representatives, and marketing staff to fully go to market, and reaching a monthly recurring revenue of $74,000, representing 140 clients by May 2022. Our exit scenarios, acquisition by one of the largest home builders in the United States or Canada. We're thinking Lennar Homes, KB Homes, DR Horton, or Mattamy Homes. Through the Next AI program right now, we're being mentored by the head of innovation from Mattamy Homes, and then via potential IPO, and that's 7 to 9 years in more of a marketplace offering. So I'm Patrick from Maket, and we make home building simplified. Thank you.
Perfect. Great job. Thank you, Patrick. I think please raise your hand if you have a question. And first question, I think, is going to be Mira. So Mira, feel free to go ahead. Oh, you're on mute, Mira.
I did it again. The raise my hand function, I can't seem to see anymore, so I'll just make a note. In any case, thanks, Patrick. Interesting problem and solution. I'm wondering if you can walk us through a quick case study or use case example to show the value of the solution from the stakeholder perspective.
Yeah, absolutely.
Quantitative or qualitative, like say this is what they've done with the status quo, they're doing now. That would be super helpful.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'll give 2 examples. One, Bel Habitat that we're working with right now, they receive 200 calls per month, and their online sales counselor actually has to take a lot of this information via the phone, and then after that, see if they're qualified, meet them into a sales office, which is a big operational and time drain. So they don't have a process that's done online like this. And then there's also Mattamy Homes that we're working to potentially have a partnership with them. They released a community, and within 15 minutes they had 5,000 emails of people who wanted to build on that plot, on that community with 50 plots of land available, but they didn't know who was actually qualified versus unqualified. So they had to go through this entire process to see who was actually serious in building and not. So those are really the use cases for the builders, for really them to hone in and make this experience online and to meet the customer needs. But it's really for operational efficiency that we're offering builders.
Okay, perfect. Scott, go ahead.
Yeah, Patrick, really, really interesting concept and a great pitch. Just curious, what's your go-to-market strategy? mean, yeah, please.
Good question. So our go-to-market strategy is multi-pronged approach. So my background is in acquisition, paid acquisition. So we're going to be doing paid acquisitions via Google Ads, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and also cold emailing. We're also forming strategic partnerships. So with the National Home Building Associations in Canada and the United States, we're getting integrated to be able to commercialize basically to their members, and then agency partnerships as well. So who are already working with builders, working on their website, working on their marketing strategies to be able to upsell that, and then technological partners. So think UTour, BuilderBot, or even BDX. There are tech partners that are already technologies that are integrated with builders, and we want to form partnerships with them to be able to go expose our solution to them. So multi-pronged.
What do you look at as your customer acquisition cost?
We're targeting a customer acquisition cost of $1,000. That's based on the early reporting that we've been doing. So we're looking about depending on the plan that they take a customer payback time of 1 to 2 months. But that's not even with the reservation fees that we're going to be the transactional fees that we're taking. So that's the CAC that we're looking at.
Thank you.
Of course.
Carrie, go ahead.
Great presentation. Nice to see you again, Patrick.
Nice to see you.
I have one clarification. So the revenue model, and then I have a question, is the SaaS and then also the transaction fee, correct? So
correct. Yeah,
once
correct.
the sale is done, then you're getting 2% or 3%, I think I saw, or something like that, depending on the plan.
So right now you're right. It's on a monthly recurring basis for the SaaS, and then the fee that we're taking right now is on the reservation of their building order basically. So the builder would be able to set the reservation cost, which we're looking at probably a cost of about $1,000 per reservation that they're making online, and we would be taking a percentage of that. With in the future being able to take a cut on the entire mortgage because we'd like to own the mortgage in the future. So we're starting off with that, and then as we progress, we want to make it to bigger ticket.
Okay, and then the next question. I love the model. I think you've got something great. What is your moat? So what would prevent one of, because D.R. Horton, I know in the U.S. and California is huge. What prevents one of them from just making one of these in-house? Or answer that. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. So I'll use Mattamy Homes again as an example. Our moat that we're really trying to effectively create is the AI integration. So the way that the AI would work is somebody is able to put their preferences of what they would want their floor plan to look like, and there's a floor plan that's automatically generated. For that, there needs to be AI expertise and data sets. So we're working on acquiring those data sets. We're in the final steps of partnering with a business that has 2,000 floor plans, then also partnering with big builders to be able to have access to their data sets. So it's really going to be based around data, and then also really understanding the end user customer experience. And that's not necessarily their area of expertise. So that's really where we want to build our competitive mode as well. And then integrating different professionals as well. So not just builders, but having architects on the platform, mortgage specialists, and then also cities to really grow it large so we can have that competitive mode.
Okay. Jim, do you want to jump in?
Yeah. I mean, I'm a little confused and maybe troubled because using D.R. Horton as an example, they have a limited number of floor plans. So if you're in a D.R. Horton community, they have maybe 6 floor plans, right? So it's not like you're using AI. It sounds like you're just white labeling something for them. You're just being sort of a back end, kind of an API for them. Is that more the plan? Or, I mean, it seems, it's very different if you're going into a builder who builds a lot of houses and they've already streamlined their process versus you're working with independent builders. There aren't that many right now who basically, I as a consumer would go to because I have a piece of land and I don't know where to begin. Those are very different use cases. One's white labeled. They're paying you on a monthly basis. The other one, I guess you're still selling. Are you selling to the consumer? Or are you selling to the independent builder? It's a little confused. They're very different businesses.
Yeah, absolutely. Good question. So our customer segments are really the production builders and then also scatter site builders. We're working on having custom builders also on the platform as well. But like you were saying, they often recycle their plans, but there's a lot of changes that need to be made to those plans. We're trying to offer a better solution of plans that are available, but primarily working on scatter site builders and custom builders because there aren't that many big builders out there, like you were saying. But Mattamy is once again facing one of those issues that they have designers in-house. They have to continuously try to refresh their plans and refresh their offering to be able to sell, and that's a high operational cost. So that's why we wanted to take that direction. They see a lot of interest there to integrate AI into their business.
Okay. Just one last question before we jump is, can you give us an idea of how long or what's the duration that someone will be on the platform for? So if they sign up as an individual, they create, is this a 3-month thing and they're gone, but the builder's going to be on forever? So how does that journey look like?
Yeah, so for the average customer who's building a new home, we're looking at a time of 6 months to 9 months, or even up to a year. So that's how long the end consumer will be on the platform. Now, for builders, they're not very adept to making large technological changes. So we're expecting a customer lifetime value of 2 to 3 years on the platform, simply because it's gonna simplify their customer experience, and they're gonna have no choice but to keep it. So that's really what we're trying to bank on, is a good customer experience, and their customers wanting that experience and then not being able to basically leave the platform.
Okay, perfect. All right, thank you very much, Patrick.
Thank you.